Because of the fact that he's won decisions by, playing it safe, people that just don't get excited about him and they recognize him with the all-time greats. He's the best ever.
Yeah, I believe so.
You're seeing is like a totally different beast. He's
Just
super
nonstop,
nonstop, and you can't
relentless.
You can't keep up with that.
Shakur, he boxes because he does step back, but then he comes in and jabs and tries to counter. That's boxing.
Joe Rogan reacted to Shakur Stevenson's impressive victory over Teofimo Lopez, calling him one of the best fighters in the world today. Rogan praised Stevenson's precision, discipline, and calm under pressure, noting how elite talent combined with relentless work can completely dominate at the highest level.
Just hard work. It's just hard work. Yeah. I believe that, but man.
Yeah, but state of mind too. Like he believes it mentally.
But the amount of hard work is extraordinary to get.
Stevenson delivered one of the most complete performances of his career, outboxing Teofimo Lopez over 12 rounds to capture the WBO junior welterweight title and become a 4-division world champion.
Man, let me tell you, Shakur moved so well. He won every round, and he was just a step ahead with quickness and just with, just the plan himself. Great plan coming in, and he did well. Congratulations to him.
He won all the rounds? Is that what you're saying? He won all 12 rounds?
Well, maybe he lost one, but he won the majority of rounds.
At what time did you realize that this was just going to be Shakur taking over the whole fight?
After the fourth round.
After the fourth round?
Yeah.
Teofimo, it seems like he couldn't just get it going. Like he just tried differently going up and down. The counters were getting him.
Yeah.
What could he done differently tonight?
I don't know. It's difficult to box against a great mover like that. And, he tried. He definitely tried. His dad was emotional. He wanted him to do better, but...
All three judges scored the bout 119 to 109, a lopsided decision that accurately reflected how dominant Stevenson was from start to finish.
Just beautiful performance by Shakur, dominant, only lost a round. Was there any moment you had any doubt, or I don't know, but as the fight progressed, what were you seeing?
Well, actually, once I seen that he couldn't handle our hand speed, I really felt comfortable with that, I thought, that we could take risks and do more and whatnot, and as the fight went on, it seemed like it just got better, We was hoping that the pace would, kind of kick in with him and slow him down, but I think it did to a point, but I think, his overall performance, he did well, like I said, we give a lot of respect to him. He's a formidable opponent, and Shakur just stayed with the game plan and just outscored him. We wanted to get ahead on the scorecard from the beginning, so we took it from there and just tried to stay.
Joe Rogan said what he has long admired most about Stevenson is his defensive mastery and technical brilliance inside the ring.
Billy Shell since Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
His defense was incredible.
Yeah. Defense, and he stayed, and that guy was putting the guy from Golden Boy, I can't remember his name, who he fought, but was just a good fighter and was really pressuring him. And Shakur stayed in the pocket.
Yeah.
He stayed in the pocket.
He also said he's not
calling him a runner before.
Anymore.
He's not a runner, yeah.
But he said after that fight, I'm not going to fight that way anymore. He said I took too many shots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he wanted to put on a show and show everybody he's not just a runner. He could stand in the pocket. Right. Then he's like, why am I doing this? I'll box the shit out of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean, he's a silver medalist, that guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's elite. He's elite. Yeah. And just one of the best. It's
What made Stevenson's defense especially impressive in this fight was how seamlessly he blended it into his offense, turning defense into scoring opportunities throughout the contest.
I thought that Teo is an elite guy, and he basically made him look quite average tonight. 4-division world champion, 28 years of age. What can you say?
Did anything surprise you about Teo's performance tonight? Because I almost feel like he was running out of ideas. But
I just think Shakur looked strong. Shakur looked like he was punching very hard. His jab was on point. His footwork was incredible. It's his timing. It's his fitness. He's a complete fighter.
Is Conor Ben realistic for Shakur Stevenson next?
Hold on, guys. You can't go through there.
No. Conor Ben next.
We gotta get through.
After the fight, Shakur acknowledged Lopez's courage for putting his title on the line, tweeting, "Thank you for the opportunity, Teo. I respect you for not being scared to put on the line like the rest of these fighters." Meanwhile, Teofimo Lopez appeared heartbroken and frustrated, struggling to land sustained offense and looking defeated in his corner after a fight that never went his way.
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing,
Your
man?
thoughts on tonight?
Just grateful to be here, man. That's all.
You put on a performance tonight and unfortunately came up short, but what was it that surprised you about Shakur Stevenson?
Nothing at all, man. Just didn't come with the right plan. That's all. Better man won tonight. Good fan.
Do you feel like you'd like to run it back at some point with Shakur? I know you're someone that always wants to event like that time Kambosos beat you. You want to do it straight away, right?
We'll see what happens next, man. I'm gonna let my team do the work on that.
Teofimo.
Bill Haney publicly praised Stevenson's performance, highlighting the tactical brilliance and execution on display. Posting, "Great execution by Team Shakur." Haney echoed the sentiment of analysts and fighters who called performance a masterclass, not only in offense, but in minimizing damage. Many noted that every time Lopez tried to impose his aggression, Stevenson neutralized it with lateral movement, sharp timing, and clean counters. Even during Lopez's mid-round rallies, Stevenson calmly adapted, forcing Lopez to reset rather than advance.
I told y'all, man, 9-3, man. But I think Teo lucky. How many rounds they gave him? Did they give him a round? Fucking bum. Get Teo out of here.
What could have Teo done differently in this fight?
Nothing. He couldn't do nothing. He tried everything. What his dad said? I told everybody. That's what his dad said, right? I told everybody. Out of here, man. Out of here.
At what round did you feel like it was going to be just a takeover?
First round. I said it. First round. It's over with. It's going to be like this all night, man. All night.
Richardson, what's going to be next for Shakur Stevenson from now? What is going to be next after this?
I don't know. Whatever he want to do, man. Whatever he want to do.
Before the bout, respected trainer and commentator Teddy Atlas analyzed the matchup, suggesting that while both fighters possess elite athleticism and skill, Lopez's mental state could be a decisive factor in how the fight unfolded.
Listen, to me, you got to start with Teofimo's mindset. I mean, he's a terrifically talented fighter, but he can be hot and cold. And I think the hot and cold isn't really attached to his physical abilities or condition. I think it's mental. I think, is he in a mental good place? Is he mentally in a good place? I think that, I don't know if we know that for sure, but when he's in mentally a good place, he's a hell of a fighter. I think that what's interesting about this is that he might be the first fighter that Shakur has ever faced that can match him athletically. Speed, quickness, and surpass him in power. But match him with hand speed and leg speed. So that makes it very interesting. I'll tell you something that nobody would dare to say because it sounds ludicrous.
Atlas acknowledged Lopez's power and physical gifts, but pointed out his inconsistency in high-level fights, warning that a lack of focus or emotional control could allow Stevenson's disciplined, technical approach to expose those vulnerabilities. This reinforced the idea that the matchup was as much psychological as it was physical.
I think if Teo, look, Shakur's terrific, and he looked great in his last fight. But I think that if Teo is right mentally, he could possibly outbox Shakur. Nobody would think that.
What makes you say that?
Because of what I just said, his athleticism. He can match him athletically. And he's got a good enough IQ of this sport in the ring where I think that he could, if he has the right strategy, and he's right mentally, I said that already, but he could actually make Shakur come out of his comfort zone and have to come forward, which is really not his forte. His forte is to be a great defensive fighter, turn defense into offense, and be a great counterpuncher. He could maybe make him come, get off, get out, use his legs, and maybe put the emphasis on Shakur to have to go take the risk. That would be interesting.
There's another fight that's been announced today, Chisora against Wilder. Two guys coming to the end. What do you make of that fight?
I just don't want to see nobody get hurt. I think that, I love Chisora. He's one of my favorite people in the sport, to be quite.
Stevenson is widely regarded as one of boxing's most technically gifted fighters, a former Olympic silver medalist with an undefeated professional record. Known for elite defense, smooth southpaw movement, and pinpoint accuracy, he has climbed through multiple divisions while openly pursuing a legacy as one of the greatest boxers of his era.
People think the fight with Teo is either going to be you delivering a masterclass
or a knockout by Teo.
Yeah, or you getting into some type of brawl with Teo and end up getting knocked out, right? What are fans getting wrong about the matchup?
I think the fans is getting wrong about the matchup is where I'm not sleeping on that I know about Teo. Teo's a good boxer.
Mm-hmm.
He's boxer first. So we could say, oh, he's just going to knock you out. Or he's just going to... That's not him. He's boxing first. He's going to want to establish distance and range on the outside and try to beat me up on the outside. So I think that's the main thing. And also the biggest thing that everybody don't realize with me, I can punch. Everybody say, oh, he can't punch, and then boom, crack somebody, and then they laying down, or something may happen to where they hurt or something like that. So I think that's two big things where they don't understand.
Stevenson's move to 140 pounds marked a major moment in his career as he chose to challenge a proven champion in Teofimo Lopez rather than easing into the division with a tune-up fight. Many analysts viewed this as his toughest test yet, but Stevenson embraced a high-risk, high-reward opportunity, stating he is chasing greatness and believes his skill set and ring IQ place him on a different level.